Hello, everyone, and welcome back to one last Sage 2023 showcase video for this stream, though we still have like over 50 games to go, so expect more streams in the future. But this is yet another game for our showcase this year. This is Knights Open Dreams. This is the other Knights fan game that came out this year, which is appropriate given the logo theming of this year's Sage. The description reads, Knights is almost always played in 2D space, but what if that was different? This project is still early in development, so it's almost guaranteed you'll run into bugs. Oh yeah, we did a bit of setup before this intro. I'll explain it a bit. But yeah, basically it's Knights but in 3D, which is a good concept. I like 3D space movement and stuff, like assuming of course the control's okay. Brief look at it so far, I think the control scheme looks bizarre, but maybe you get used to it. I don't know. We'll give it a shot. Looks like it might behave better on controller. But before we begin, if you liked the video, do think about giving it a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, come over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner over here, but we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether it's to lurk or to talk, think about doing so, because it does make a world of a difference, and we'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I got a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool stuff. Links are in the description. You can check them out at your leisure. With that being said, though, my goodness. My very, very goodness. We had a lot of trouble with this one. This is a Unity game. And it starts full screen, full resolution, high quality graphics, moving foliage. It's doing all the standard Unity things, much like the standard Unreal Engine things, which is kind of similar. And here's the problem. There is a display option here where we can lower the settings, supposedly. We can change the resolution, supposedly. But we can't. It's always at max resolution, and it's always at max quality. The only button that actually does anything is full screen mode, but since it stays in 1920 by 1080 mode, and my monitor is that size, windowed mode is essentially useless. I can't even resize the window, so no manual resizing either. So, in other words, if you we're gonna have this not running great, unfortunately, because while my computer can handle Unreal and Unity games just fine, recording and capturing it with my software, it's a little trickier when these games have all these bloated effects going on. And this is definitely a game that unfortunately does that. So this is going a bit choppy, and there's nothing I can do about it. I even literally looked through the config files. There aren't any, because Unity doesn't always have config files directly available. At least Unreal Engine, if you have an Unreal Engine game and you want to change the settings, you can usually just go to see users, your username, app data, and then either in local, low, or roaming, you can usually find a config file for the game you're playing. But Unity, you don't always find it. And now I understand why. I did a little research today, a really interesting thing. Unity stores its config data in your registry, typically, for games. So I actually went and registry edited before this video. And I was unsuccessful. I have never once edited the registry and not seen immediate results, because the registry editor, it just works, typically. You just edit something and it works. That's why it's so dangerous to mess with. Don't mess with your registry unless you know what you're doing. But yeah, I changed the game's resolution through the registry, and Unity was like, nah fam, and then when I restarted the game, it just reset it back to what it had before. So, I cannot improve the quality of this game. Sorry. Also, the controls are gonna take a little getting used to, I'd say. There's some, 3D space and 3D, like, I can move any direction, so figuring this out will take a second. I wonder if this will be better. I'm trying this on controller. It has controller and mouse support, so how do I, like, see which direction I'm facing, though? How do I accomplish that? Because, like, I'd like to point out, right now, what do you think I'm doing with a controller? What do you think I'm doing with a controller right now? If you said holding the trigger button to move forward and nothing else, you would be correct. You think I was spinning the camera somehow, right? No. No, this is just holding the trigger. This is literally just holding the trigger to go forward. Unless, no, yeah, okay. The other trigger rotates. This is a rotate camera trigger. This is a rotate camera and character trigger. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, that lets me spin in place. That's my boost, technically, but I wasted it. Oh, I know what's going on! Look, it's Mr. Mouse. He was over here. I'm gonna put him in the middle of the screen. Let me guess. No, we're still spinning. So... I believe the mouse is affecting things, but I don't know for a fact. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely still... Well... I am just trying not to... Man, you know what? It's bad enough that, like, if I go down to the ground, you'll see. If I can. Yeah, I don't know why it's spinning. I don't know why it's spinning. But yeah, this is why the frames suck on this game for you guys. It is all this fucking grass, as usual. Moving foliage and default engine stuff for Unity and Unreal always have to have this fetish for moving fucking foliage. And I'm sick of it. I am so sick of it. Developers, please turn this shit off when you're using these engines. Please! I know this is just like a little free fan game, but still. The trees are ironically enough, they're not actually moving if you look. It's just the grass. But yeah, the further away I am from the grass, the better it is. If I look towards the sky, it's... Ah. I've entered the underground. You know, it's like, if I look towards the grass, things slow down, but like, if I look away, it's actually a lot better. So I'm gonna put down the controller because it's pointless, I think. Let's see if I can get this working with... Yeah, see, if I do this on mouse and keyboard... Oh. Oh, you can run around? I didn't know you could land. So you can land, I guess. Sort of. Yeah, you can just kind of land sometimes. Yeah, here's the thing, too. I can tell you, like, this is a pretty simple landscape, but you know why it's dropping, like, quality for you guys? And it probably isn't running too great on my computer in the first place. It's very simple. Every square inch of ground is covered in the moving grass. Not just grass, but moving grass. Every little bit of green you see is moving grass. And I bet you the only reason it's here... Again, yeah, man, I do not completely blame developers for having the moving foliage in their Unity and Unreal games. I do blame the engines. Because I bet you anything, this guy opened a project, wanted to make a new map, is like, all right, let's have some grass. Let's just place down. I just would like grass here, and that's fine. You know, you're making a nice little area. You know, making a nice little wooded area. You want to put some grass down. Fair enough. But then Unity and Unreal are like, all right, fam, we got you. We're gonna have every fucking blade move, and you're not gonna ask for a developer. We're just gonna do it. Also, I'd like to note the mouse is not locked. Oh no. Okay, so here's my options. I can either play a game where I'm rotating the camera with the mouse and the mouse is not locked and I can click on my other monitor and possibly stop the broadcast by accident or something. Or I can pick up my controller, play with controller, but every time I want to fly forward, this happens. Woo! This is my choices. This is how I can play the game. Either I play the game where forward momentum is constantly in rotation for no reason. What if I get stopped by, like... So I'm trying to, like... Okay, so if I hold the camera the other direction, I can't stop it. It's a little bit better. I still blame the devs. You do these types of detail work later. Yeah, even for a free game, this is pretty bad. And also, going back to the menu causes an error and a crash. Though honestly, that might be for the best right now. I'm going to run it one more time. I am just curious. Perhaps the rotation issue with the controller is just that was a one-off situation. So I'm just gonna not use the mouse. But, like, I'm just not gonna use the mouse and see. I'm not gonna click or anything. I'm not gonna register mouse input if I can. How do I select play though? Okay, well, oh. Somehow I managed to get to that. Wait, are you like frozen? No, you're not. I have to use the mouse. Do I have to use the mouse? Okay, now the controller worked for one moment. Alright, I'm not going to use the mouse once we're in level. Maybe that'll be fine. Everywhere the light touches takes our frame rate. No, it's still doing it. It wasn't just a one-off, it just does this. Developer. So I gotta play with an unlocked mouse, and keep in mind, I've had some games where the mouse was unlocked, but if I just hit escape to open the menu, that locked the mouse to the game. Nope. That doesn't lock it. There's absolutely nothing to lock the mouse, and because I can't edit the console or whatever, I can't lock the mouse that way either. I guess the good news is I don't think you need to click, so I guess I'll just happily drag this to my other monitor as long as I don't click. But goddamn, that's a liability. Yeah, honestly though, the developer, like, I mean, they're using some basic Unity stuff, but like, I think this is pretty cool looking overall. It's a shame it barely, yeah, like, it's not. This is not good on keyboard, by the way. Even ignoring the issues with the keyboard and mouse, oh no. Yeah, it felt better on controller, except for the whole forward movement thing, which is kind of an important bit of gameplay, unfortunately. So the camera likes to readjust itself. See how it's doing that? I'm not doing that. That little, like, I'm going down and then like, whoop, nope, we're gonna readjust the camera. So let me just hobble my way through all the rings, I guess. Let me get everything. This could have been a good idea. I am not boosting, by the way. Fuck that shit. There is a... Actually, I think the boost is tied to... What did I click? Okay. It's not tied to left click. It's tied to... I don't know. Oh, I turned it on, I guess. Well, now I'm doing it. I don't know how I started, but I guess I'm doing it now. Yeah, this is horrible on mouse and keyboard, but it's more horrible on controller. So it's like, I'm picking the less of two evils. Yeah, like, seriously, I know it's just a fan game, but, God, come on. I don't actually have that high standards where you just release a free game for people to play, but, my God. Here's my attitude. If it's a 2D game that's not running too great, you know, if it's a 2D game that's just kind of whatever, I just find that funny. But if it's a 3D game that's running horribly, I find that more annoying because, well, I personally feel like if you mess up with a 3D game, you can legitimately, like, crash people's computers a lot easier than a 2D game. So, like, I feel like you need to put a little more fucking effort in when you're making a 3D game, just for the sake of people's computers. Because you know, you either can overheat their computers if you're unoptimize everything to shit, or you can cause a computer crash because of a bad, like, graphics card error. It's you know. Yeah, like, I'm being very careful with my movement so I can control what I'm doing. Like, it may not seem like I'm playing very fast, and that's because I'm not. It's because I'm not. I am trying to play as slowly as possible while collecting everything I can. And I do, again, like, I'm not even going to apologize. I'm done apologizing for things like Unity frame rate drops. Yeah, my computer, like, I don't know why exactly it is. Like, it runs fine for me. There's a lot of times where I have a dichotomy between streaming and playing something. Where, for me, for instance, I actually have 60 FPS pretty much reliably. I have had a little stutter here and there, probably because of performance, but it is basically 60 FPS that I'm having. But you guys don't see 60 FPS anytime I put the foliage on screen. Now, the foliage doesn't ruin my FPS, but it does ruin yours. And I've noticed this a lot when it comes to recording gameplay. The experience of which I record is maybe not the same experience of which I'm seeing on my own monitor, you know? Recording takes extra effort, takes extra processor power and stuff. So, you know, just because a game plays fine does not necessarily mean it records fine. Also, take note if you ever plan to do your own, like if you're new to YouTube or streaming and you're like, oh, I want to stream too, I have a pretty good computer. Keep that in mind. Just because a game runs well for you does not necessarily mean it records well for you. That's a different process. I have learned that quite distinctly myself. You know, I was complaining about the little jank of the camera, but actually it's kind of helpful. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of helps me out. Helps me adjust things. Anyways, I'm supposed to collect the orbs. The rings are not necessary. I just want to but I need these orbs. I think the orbs might respawn. I'm not really sure. I know that I saw the rings respawn. I saw them do that. Rings might. The orbs might not, though. I don't know. Is this an area where I collected them before? I don't really even recall. I also don't recall how many I'm supposed to turn in. I believe I can turn them in over here. I've also noticed. Yeah, some games are just weird when it comes to recording. It's a common thing. Can I turn you in? Would that be all right? I guess not. I thought that's where you turned those in, but I guess not. They're also ghosts, and I can phase right through them, apparently. I'm just gonna keep collecting orbs. Or do I turn them in here? Growth Palace. Current bonus. 38S. Well, I do have 38S. Wait, level boss? Cats? Wait, is that a level? Is that like a level select? I like how when I fly away from it, it stays on screen until I cancel. Is that like a level select? Confused. Wait, why is this one green? Okay. Shrug. It said level and boss, so I assume that's like... I'm gonna keep going around here, but... It seemed to be implying, like, I can select a level there. I'll grab the rest of the orbs in this area. Oh right, the detection rate of the orbs is actually really, like, generous. I forgot about that. At least it was in that other game too. I think it's just generous. I think that's just how it works. No. There's like an auto-correction when I stop moving, which actually is kind of helpful, even if it's also kind of disorienting. It depends on the situation. Pretty sure the rings come back with the orbs don't, so I'm just gonna grab all the orbs in the area. What the hell? I don't understand if games are custom engine would be strange to record. It has to be different in the same engine. It can be different in the same engine. I assume it has to do with how the game is rendered. Well, honestly, I think what, like, it takes extra processor of your computer to, like, record games, obviously, right? Ooh, that's a whole bunch. But it's kind of weird to me, like, okay, maybe my processor is too weak and that's why I can't record this stuff in high quality. I bet if I had a better computer, I could. But it's kind of weird, too, because, like, alright, if that's the, if the case is that I don't have a powerful enough computer to record this smoothly, then why am I still playing it smoothly? You know? Like, wouldn't that tank both them? Wouldn't my frame rate drop with the game as well as my recording's frame rate drop with the game at the same time? Why only one? Why would only one be effective? That's the perplexing part. I never understood that. Oh. Apparently for walking, I can't collect in walking mode. Okay. So walking mode's pretty useless then. Okay, then got it. Also, pay attention. If I'm correct, the orbs, they only spawn in. Oh, another gaudy thing, by the way. Not only is the mouse unlocked, but we gotta deal with its stupid-ass appearance this whole time. You see this? I feel like this game probably shouldn't have the mouse just like, hey, I'm just gonna sit here, how you doing? Like, it looks kind of gaudy, honestly. I think the rings... Do the rings come back? Yeah, the rings come back. Okay. Okay, well, I got as many orbs as I possibly could. There's all these orb things that are different colors, too. They don't seem to do anything, so... I guess I go to the level now, or whatever this is. Sure, level. Oh! Oh, and now we're... Oh, no, we're still... Wait, no. No, yeah, now we're just in 2D mode. And actually doing the level proper. Oh, okay. Well, thank God wait, hold on. If the whole point was, what if this was in 3D? Alright, then why is it not? Again, like why is it now not in 3D? Why did we... This kind of defeats the point, I thought. What if in 3D? But also, why don't we have it mostly in 2D, actually, when you're playing properly? Like, okay. I mean, I guess. 52 of 50, I have enough. At least we know how this works, because we played the other night's game that earlier time. So I just deliver them here, right? What? No? Okay. That's why I thought I did, but apparently not. Live them here? There we go. I think. Yeah. And now we're in the bonus mode. Remember, like, you turn it in, and then you're in bonus mode for the remaining time, and then... It's the same behavior. And then I deliver the orb, and then we do it again. Yeah, Nights... I still don't completely understand how you play Nights, but at the same time, I think I understand how you play Nights. You get all the orbs quickly as possible, and then turn them into the orb machine to get cool colored orb. At that point, you're in... Oh my god, what? At that point, you're in bonus mode, and you can get, like, super bonus points to get, like, a high score. But the high score is really only achievable once you're in the bonus mode, which is achieved by first getting the orb. Then you turn in the orb before time runs out, but you can just, like, hold off turning in the orb and wait till... Like, right now, like, but I need one more orb, actually. I don't have enough. Rude. Okay, now I have enough. But yeah, like, you get enough to turn in, you see the tally top, then you get the orbs, and then now you're in bonus time, and you turn in the orb when you are ready, but you can also skip that, and just wander around getting extra points, because now everything's worth a lot more points. So that's what we're gonna do, I guess. And the points matter because there's rankings, usually. Can you just turn on a dime? Yep. Actually, no, wait, hold on a second. You make a good point. That's weird, isn't it? I don't think I should be able to turn on a dime. Like, I just realized, yeah, that is weird, actually. Because I believe in normal Nights gameplay, you don't turn on a dime. You have a bit of, like, turning momentum. So I should not be turning on a dime with this. Well, it's got a lot more playable when it stopped being 3D, despite that being the point of the development, I think. But whatever, it's fine. Not enough. That's enough. Yep. Basically, collect the balls and turn them as quickly as... Oh, I turned that into early. Collect enough balls to turn into the ball machine as quickly as possible. then do not turn in the colored orb quickly. Wait for a bit and get as many more colored orbs in bonus time. That's basically the gameplay loop to get a good score in Nights and Dreams. From what I've seen, at least. From 2 different games now. By the way, I think I broke the game a little bit. Nothing too crazy. So there's a boost meter at the bottom, and I can boost if I have enough boost for it. I'm boosting right now without boosting. I have broken the meter. I can now boost forever without using the meter, as long as I assume I don't let go of shift. I think if I let go of shift, that'll change, but... But I mean, I'm just gonna benefit from this. I mean, why not? Oh, that's weird. This is also, if I hold left and right at the same time, I just stop. By the way. And yeah, there's no momentum even in the 3D mode, Yamhead. It's surprisingly easy to miss that push. Yeah, sure, let's try it in. There we go, I did it. Boss, sure. Oh, okay, that thing's the boss and I'm this. Alright. Assume they want me to do a... Wait, I thought this was... So normally you're able to create a loop. Normally you're able to create a loop. Like a rainbow loop, and you circle it back on yourself, and you make a circle, and then you collect everything in it, and it's also an attack, I believe. But for some reason, I can't seem to do that. Hold on a second, let me look at the controls. No, yep, shift boost, that's kind of it. So, I'm supposed to circle this guy. Touch the green thing some more. Let's see. Oh, they charge you up. Okay, I see. Alright. Alright, let's try that again, I guess. Okay. So... Do you see the problem? He's just... I can't make a loop, apparently. Look, yeah, normally, in the other Nights and Dreams games I've seen, when you make a loop and you let go of the boost or whatever, then the loop, it, like, sinks in on itself. It, like, you know... see. Well, something happened briefly. I don't know what that is exactly. I guess I'm making a connection? I want to make the connection near him, maybe? That doesn't work. If I go straight across, I create that. Maybe he should be moving around? Wait, what's the lowest point I wish I could trigger this? That works. Okay, what if I start here? That didn't work. What if I start here? That was like right on top of him. Oh, I hit him! This is the weirdest motherfucking boss fight. Okay, so, like, if I start, like, here... Oh, he's like, is he doing something? Is he attacking me now? Oh, interesting. I think he's actually trying to hurt me. That's unfortunate because I can barely do anything. Like, I don't know. No, starting the boost right above him doesn't do it. Watch. You have to start in a weird staggered position. Watch what I'll show you. Let go. Thank you. If I start right above him... Okay, well. Let go. Thank you. See? That was nowhere near him. So you gotta, like, start it, like, here-ish. Or thereabout. See? And I guess he'll just grab me sometimes. Which messes up everything. What the fuck is this? The only way to create that blast explosion, it seems to be to... I don't know. You know, I didn't think... Everything about this game sucks, doesn't it? Like, it looks like it can't help but find something wrong with... Like, everything it does, there's something wrong with it, right? It's almost like going through the portals is the only actual way to create, like, the blast zone thing, right? Like, I'm just thinking about this. It feels like the only way to actually create the blast zone is to go through the rings. And I'm not sure that's... I think it's... I'm gonna bet that I'm supposed to be able to do this a lot easier than I actually am. I'm gonna bet you that this is not supposed to be nearly as difficult as we're having it be. I feel like they may have broken the boost mechanic. Like, I'm creating a proper loop when I go through this, right? We can see that I am. But it feels like that's the only time I create a proper loop. And I'm not sure why. And it's definitely not the right way. It should work going to high... You think that. You're saying that theoretically, right? Because watch this. The trail wears off. Granted, he is low right now, so maybe if I... No? Wait! Oh, I understand. No, there is an easier way to do this, but it requires very precise movement, that's all. Oh, I lose track of me if I... Okay. No, that's not much... Well, that's not really much easier. Yeah, I don't have to go through the rings to create the explosion, so I can do it closer to him. But I admit, it will be hard to figure out the right distance. Especially since he moves around. There. Did that not even hit him? Did I just completely whiff that? I think I am. The rings are there to recharge. Basically. If I deviate at all, this doesn't work. I'm just gonna say that straightforward. I have to go perfectly straight. If I curve the line, it just doesn't work. Wait, what? Why did I create an explosion on top of me there? What did I just do? have no idea how this works. And mind you, I know how this works because I played the other Knights of Games. I have no idea what's happening. Okay, sir, that was on top of you. Why did you not take damage? You know you have a good boss fight when the timer counts up. Hold on. What the actual hell is going on here? I'm looking this up. I've never been so perplexed over just how badly a game controls as this. Well, probably have at some point, but... Oh, that's cute. I love it when people say that. Look, you know the rotation thing with the controller I was mentioning whenever we go forward? I hate it when people do this. For some reason, when I move forward, the camera constantly rotates. I'm not sure why. Icarus. I've heard about this issue. I'm looking into fixing it soon. September 5th. Or, I'm sorry, September 2nd, rather. September 2nd. I'm looking into fixing it soon. You're looking into it, huh? You're looking into the possible idea of repairing the issue. Shane, you never did. Last update, July 30th, 2023. I'm looking to fix it soon, says the guy September 20th. September 2nd, rather. Never actually did. Gotta love a developer that cares. And that's like it. It's just there's no other listing of it like on Game Jolt as far as I can tell. So I just gotta like puzzle this shit out, I guess. I feel like wait, no, what just happened? Wait, what? Wait a fucking minute! Are you telling me I can just... I don't even know. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know how I'm doing this. Fuck it, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Fuck you. I'd love it if you took damage at some point. There you go. So he just kind of takes damage when he feels like it seems. So I don't know, I have no idea what I've done. I'm not even boosting. What does he do with his hands, actually? Good night, Rocky. This is the jankiest shit ever, isn't it? Well, at least we're winning. Sort of. Well, Hayden, I just discussed how... I literally just mentioned how the Sage page said the guy's going to look into it September 2nd, never did. And the reason I said never did was because I also pointed out, I looked at the download build. Last updated... This was last updated in fucking July. This build on Sage. So no, I am playing the current version. There we go. Wow. Yeah. I downloaded these games in mid-September, so yeah. Oh, it's upsetting. Oh, the game just reset itself entirely after I beat the boss. Wow, why was this even made? I'm going to run off the world and die. I'm going to run into mid-air and die. And the camera's going to have a fucking seizure while I do it. Goodbye. Oh. Apparently the clouds are somewhat solid. Nope, I'm leaving. You can't make me. There we go. I love the camera. I love how nothing of that, like, I can barely find anything that works properly. I mean, the model looks okay. Like, the Knight's model looks fine, I guess. I can't tell if I'm getting further away or if I'm getting stopped. Actually, wait, it can't really stop me because I can just fly. Okay, all I'm doing now is flying in. Oh, I know what's happening. It's warping me back, isn't it? I'm impressed this game has the ability to do that. Alright, fine, I'll go for that. Like I did last time. I will be leaving the game. Excuse me, hold on. I think I need to get under the island by going over to it, so I will. That's a lovely camera. What? Alright. Why does it look like they're... Alright, let me get my invisible taxi. Vroom! 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 Gotta drive off. Vroom! What is this bad? What is this fucking animation? Camera, would you like to follow? Alright, cool, thanks. Oh my god. So this is a... Just don't use Unity, guys. Please don't use Unity. Especially if you don't know what you're doing with game development. This is such a fucking disaster. Let's see if I can get underground like I did that one time. I did it earlier. I like crashed through the ground. I want to do it again, but this time like for keeps. Oh my god. I know you're getting a bad frame rate, but I will tell you, yes, the camera is as ridiculous as you might think it might be. Why am I flying this direction? I got like a momentum boost off a tree. I guess this works. Okay. Yes. Drive that invisible car away from this game. That's what I have to say. My god, this was bad. And yeah, oh, that's right, of course. Every time I go back to the menu after being in the game, it crashes. Right, I forgot about that part. Oh, why do you have to do this? Why make a blemish upon the name, the series of Nights by, ruining it like this? Like, come on, man. I'm not trying to be mean, but I know that sounds a bit mean, but yeah. I don't even have that high a standard for free games, but being something other than a frustrating experience would be nice. You know, maybe being a game would be nice. This is barely a game. Even if everything controls correctly and behaves properly, it's not... I mean, it's got the basic gameplay flow down, but like... You really have to work just to have the basic gameplay flow work for you. So, Night's Open Dreams. More like an open nightmare. I'm done.